Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Hold me some in the can of this dry. Riding in spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, her right. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the nuts. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, money, bread, I took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road. I'm in the coupe by myself. I had that kicker though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the family. I'm sick and tired of this. Anyone created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coke, Cartier ass to watch. Cartier.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This ain't what you want.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hold on a sec. Ready. 180. Behind. Captain.
Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
To throw is Nix. They'll try and set up the screen to Jeanty. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ashton Jeanty with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Get it. Cut my team.
Daniels looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it put attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Come on.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor, to the 36-yard line. Stop there. You look at this Niner defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
And that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Touchdown, Washington! Jaden Daniels, 35 yards. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But I think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Nix. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's going to get this one down there to the 45-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Genty. Fighting through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And that is incomplete. On the coverage, a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, my son! Captain, ready! 180, behind!
To throw, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Onward, almost set! Ready! 180, behind! 3-4.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
Ready, set.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To the air goes Daniels. Pass caught right side by Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Ready, 19, Hawk 70, Hawk, Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Panther 6.
Now Daniels. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Commanders 14. 49ers 10.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Nix to the air. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! 49ers! Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to move back in front. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
17. Commanders 14.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it run deep.
Now he's loose at the 40. Jonathan Taylor. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Genty. And they'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of of scrimmage, they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Going right back to Fant. Look at the big man rumble. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Noah Fant, 56 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
They're on 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the give, Gianti. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man downfield as Waddle has got it. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Up the middle, it's Gianti. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Captain.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll get this out to Gianti. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And the 49er first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Nix. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now the 49ers electing to lead the offense out there and go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before break. Daniels. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. Brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 35, 49ers 25.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Running straight ahead with Genty. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Nix. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On the give, Genty. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Bombers. Almost set. Go, hey, away.
Throwing Nix. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Captain. Hold on, set. Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Over the middle of the traffic, and that's complete. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 18-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Bombers. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, taking it right down Broadway. Big strides, look at him go. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go play action with Nix. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down, San Francisco.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Second and a couple.
It's a gain there. Brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Nick's from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Commanders' 30.
Back to throw. Nix. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Genty. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Ricky Pearsall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score. Commanders 42, 49ers 35.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go to the ground again to Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30, and it'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take us inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. fake. Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got to complete to Waddle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Commanders, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit, as they will get the late bye in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.